y a si longtemps déjà. J'ai oublié comment. Tant de mots, de moments.
Hello, and welcome to the Knitting with Cat Hair podcast. My name is Nikki, also known as Knitting with Cat Hair on Instagram and Cat Hair Knitting on Ravelry. And we are coming to you from Sudbury, Ontario, Canada, where I live with my partner, our 2 daughters, and our 5 cats. And today I have a special guest with me again. This is my mom, Laurie.
Hello, again.
She's spending Christmas with us, which is awesome. So I want to start off the podcast by discussing the knit along or the make along that I meant to speak to last podcast, but was rudely interrupted by my cats. So I'm planning on running a year-long make-along starting on January 1st. So it's going to be year-long, but it's going to be divided up into trimesters. So every 4 months, we'll start a new theme. So, the main theme is around the world. And the idea behind it is that every trimester, we're going to switch places, locations. So we want to see people using yarn or patterns from a specific place. So starting January 1st, for the first trimester, the location is simply going to be your country. So if you can dig up a yarn or a design by someone from your country, it fits the make-along. And it's open to crocheters and all kinds of makers. It doesn't have to be specific to knitting. And you can find more details in my Ravelry group, which is called the Knitting with Cat Hair podcast group. Or you can DM me if you have any questions on Instagram. So with that, Mom, do you have any plans for the make-along?
I do. I have not chosen a pattern, but I did choose my yarn. So I'm going to be using this orange octopus merino yarn. It's got a glare. There we go. And I'm going to pair it with the Tanis Fiber Arts mohair. And I think I would like to make some kind of beret. Très chic, no?
Very pretty.
Yes. So I think that's my plan. If anyone knows of any good beret patterns.
Preferably Canadian.
Yeah, that'd be good. Let me know.
Yeah, so I forgot to mention that if you use a pattern or a yarn for this round, it's from your country, you get 1 entry. But if you use both, so if you're able to combine your yarn and your pattern, and they're both from a person who's from the same location, you get twice the entries, and there will be prizes. So I have not chosen. I don't have my yarn yet, but I've chosen my pattern. So I'm going to be hopefully knitting the Soiree, and I've talked about this before, by Emily Foden in the Knits About Winter book. So this is the Soiree sweater, and Emily Foden is doing an update in January with her Polworth alpaca that I've been trying to get my hands on for forever. So if I get my hands on some of that yarn, then I will certainly be casting on the Soiree, and if not, I may have to rethink.
Your book is very crinkly.
It got wet. Anyways, it's still usable. Okay, so moving on. What are you wearing, Mom?
I am wearing my Joy sweater. Nikki will pop the name of the designer in, because I'm sorry I've forgotten. It was in one of her Lina books that I borrowed and spilled coffee on. I'm very sorry.
It too is crinkly.
Yes. Beautiful sweater made out of, Nikki showed you her Felix sweater, made out of the same yarn. So this is can they see that? I can't.
Oh wow, there's blowout.
Blowout, eh? Yeah. It's by Michell. It's an Ecuadorian, or I think it's actually Peruvian yarn. And it's a baby Suri roving with silk and
40% baby Suri alpaca, 40% merino, and 20% silk.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Very warm. I have to say. I was upstairs getting some yarn and wow. Had to take it off. So very warm. I love it. It's very comfortable and true to form. Good old Boucher girls. It's not blocked or ends woven in, or Should I do my homage? My homage to Dr. Seuss. I did not swatch, I did not wash, I did not block. No woven in ends. I'm sorry, friends.
Love it.
So that's what I'm wearing. So
It's lovely, and I'm not wearing any knits. So shall we move into finished?
not even socks.
No, not today.
Huh.
Finished objects?
Yes. Do you count yours as finished?
No. Well, you go first, and I'll speak about mine.
Okay. I've got a few. Ha ha ha. For a change. Jessica, if you're watching, don't watch. I finished my stepdaughter's socks. These are for her. It's a free pattern on Ravelry called Rib and Lace. And it's done with Polka Dot Creek yarn. If you want to see the pattern a little better, you can see that.
We should have put them on blockers.
I know. I have those beautiful blockers too. Anyways, those are done. And
What's the color name?
the main color is Shmores. This is S'mores.
S'mores.
Because you want Shmore of them. Oh,
S'mores.
God. Yeah, s'mores. Does everyone know what a s'more is? No, it doesn't matter. It's a Canadian thing.
You know what? Maybe they don't. Maybe you should explain what a s'more is.
So you take a graham cracker, and you put marshmallow and chocolate on it and another lit graham cracker on it, and you put it on the fire. Like if you have an outdoor fire, or you can do something else with them. And everything all melts together, and then you eat it. It's this big, gooey, yummy, sweet, chocolatey yum thing.
Very good.
Yeah.
What were the other colorways?
Oh. Chocolate. And I don't remember.
Is it like toasted
I'm
marshmallow
horrible.
or something like that?
I don't know. So what you'll notice on these two socks is what I've done is these are 20 gram skeins.
Yes.
I like my cuff wide. So what I've done was I wanted the heel and the toe to match each sock, because that's what you see mostly. The rest is probably under your jeans or whatever. Not really that important. So I alternated because I wasn't sure I would have enough 20 grams of one color to do everything that way. So she'll be happy with them though.
They're pretty.
Next finished item besides what I'm wearing. Okay, yeah, not swat. You know
You know the
Dr.
drill.
Seuss thing. This is my rocket tee that I finally finished. I'd ripped it out and restarted it, omitting the mohair.
Go closer.
And it's made with natural U cashmere silk merino.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it turned out really nice. I'm sure
is.
it's going to stretch quite a bit because it looks kind of croppy for me, old lady. But
It is super wash, I think. So, yeah.
it'll be good. And I did the I-cord bind off and all that fun stuff. And I actually like the I-cord bind off, I've decided. So that'll be nice to wear in spring, fall. So that's done.
Nice.
What do you have, Nick?
What was the colorway on that one?
Melted crayons.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they're, once again, a local to us dyer, based out of Bracebridge, I believe.
Yep.
And Nikki, if you saw her last podcast, I think you ordered some mini skeins from them.
Yeah, I got that mini skein set.
Set.
They're all naturally dyed. They're really beautiful.
Yeah, really pretty nice stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty nice.
Okay.
I'm done.
That's it.
That's it for finished objects, right?
Okay. Well, I have one. It's the mittens I was working on last episode. I don't have them here because they've been donated, so I'll just pop a picture in so you can see what they are, what they look like. And the pattern is the World's Simplest Mittens by Tin Can Knits. Highly recommend. Super simple pattern. What I love about it is that they give you instructions for all the different weights of yarn. So depending on what yarn you're using, it tells you exactly how to make the mittens. So, and the sizes range from, I think from like perhaps even baby, definitely kids, up to full-size male adult pants. So there's quite a range, and it's a free pattern. So yeah, and I used the same yarn as I was using for that hat I made, the Sky Hill hat, which is Loops and Threads. Can't remember the name. It was an acrylic wool blend. So yeah, I'll pop the name in. And all the details can be found down below in the down bar. So I do also have another object, which is almost finished. So this is my Woodlark shawl. I finished knitting it. And as you may know, it's a steeked shawl, so I haven't done the steeking yet, and that will be up next. So yeah, really happy with it. It looks a little smaller than I anticipated, I think.
Yeah, but I think once the steeking comes out, like you can see how it's
Well, it's going to go wide, but I don't know how it's going to get longer.
Longer, right.
But you know what? I prefer a shorter shawl anyways, because I usually typically wear them as bandana shawls anyway, so.
It stretches quite a lot, though.
So we'll see. Yeah. So Mom's going to be here for the steeking.
Ew. I'll record it and laugh.
Yeah. I'm just hoping poor Emma from the Woolly Mammoth. Apparently she had a bit of a steeking mishap. I think she fixed it, but yeah, so I'm a little bit nervous. This is my first time steeking. But yeah, so these are the steek stitches. I'll just show the center.
Can you... There we go.
There we go. Yeah. So right down here, it'll be steeked, and that will just open up the wings of the shawl. Yeah. So this was knit up out of Small Bird Workshop.
It's really pretty
yarn.
I think I said that every time you show it.
Yeah, it is. It's very nice. It's a 75% BFL, 25% Gotland, and Small Bird Workshop is a Canadian company, Nanaimo, BC. They're based out of. And so the colorways, can I just grab this quick? Colorways are natural, so undyed, and then this is called ink. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Non-superwash. Yeah, totally dig it. So next time you see this, it should be in full shawl shape. All right, so moving on to works in progress. Mom, what do you have?
All right. Yeah, last time I was on the podcast. Remember that? Okay. Disclosure, it's not 40 years old.
Oh, yes, we figured it out. It's 30.
30 years old.
Still old.
The pattern came out in the 1990s. Nikki's favorite music decade. Ugh.
I do like the 90s.
So this is a sweater that I've been making for multiple years. It's a Lett-Lopi sweater. It's called Jord. My Icelandic is not very good.
Was it Jord or Ford? I can't remember if it's a J or an F. Anyways, we'll pop it in.
Yes. So last time I was stuck here. So you will be amazed. I've got 2 sleeves done. Whoops. 2 sleeves are done. If you could see those.
Got pretty.
Just followed the pattern and yipper, coming along. And I managed to figure out my body just by following the pattern. Go figure. So I've got the body done, the neck's ready to be turned under, and the whole thing is done. The shoulders are sewn up. It's a little bit longer than the pattern, I believe. And I did the shoulders.
I don't know how long it is in the picture, though. Covers your bum.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe it's meant to be long.
So what I tried to do was I tried to make it longer so that when I have it on, my sleeves actually match. My sleeves actually line up patterns like that. I'm pulling out Andrea. I'm telling you, I'm trying.
From Fruity Knitting.
But I don't know if it's going to work. And in the picture, hers do not line up at all. And it kind of bothered me after a while. I'm not like particular. Seriously, Nikki's way more particular than me.
And that didn't bother me at all. I didn't even notice they didn't line up.
I just went, oh my God. I was like, no. So hopefully by making the body longer, my stripes will line up with my body stripes, and maybe it'll look a little more professional. Than I'm not a professional knitter, so just have to sew in the sleeves and then it's done. You might see it next time.
Yay, that's exciting.
It's very comfy warm. There's 11 colors in here, just if you wanted to know. And it's made of, did we say Lett-Lopi?
Yeah.
So there's my old school label of Lett-Lopi. And almost done. 30 years. Woo! I'd like to get it done before the end of this year. Yeah. And that's it for that sweater. What do you have in progress there, Boo?
No, I have nothing.
How are those Christmas socks going?
I want to talk about them.
You don't? Did you get all 4 pairs done? I'm sure you're on pair 4, aren't you?
Yes. I've been secretly hiding all my Christmas socks from you.
How do you feel about having those under the tree? Speaking of trees. Oh, no. Sorry.
Okay, let's move into your works in progress, and then we'll come to my works in progress, okay?
I'm making another pair of socks. This is a ball of yarn from Sweet Georgia. I'm sorry, I don't remember
We think the colorway might be Shipwreck, but we'll look it up and pop it in.
Might not even exist anymore. What's that?
Yeah, I bought that a while ago, eh?
Yeah. Anyways, turned out pretty stripy, but they're just vanilla socks and just something to do when I'm tired of working on my Lett-Lopi. And the other thing I'm doing is, Nikki showed you that beautiful yak yarn that she had knitted her daughter. She had knit her daughter a dress. I'm tearing it apart so that she can use it to repurpose it for something else. And oh my God.
If you don't remember, it's
stripes
and lots of stripes. It was a full-length dress.
So every day she comes up from work and she goes, "Are you done yet?" I'm like, "This is 3 days I'm working on this silly little rip out." And she's woven these ends into like from one end of Asia to the other. I swear to God, it's
I'm
just
like my weaving.
Oh, brutal. Anyways, that's what I'm doing.
That's it.
I'm getting ready for Christmas, and that's it. You?
No Christmas socks for you?
No.
You don't do Christmas socks?
No. A lot of people do, but Christmas stockings, maybe.
Yes, that's one thing that's on my to-do list for next year.
Next year.
We'll see how that goes. So I'm pulling them out, but I really didn't do much on them. I did a bit of knitting during the conference call. I don't even think I moved my marker, did I? I don't know. I may have done this much.
Past the heel. This is good.
Well, I had passed the heel last time. I just, truthfully, it's been a busy couple of weeks, and I've been focusing on wrapping things up with work and getting my Woodlark shawl done. So, and then the mittens too. Those had deadlines. So I didn't really turn my attention to the socks. I still intend to get them done. I'm so close. Like, I just have to finish the foot by Christmas. These are for my partner. They're just a simple vanilla sock. They're knit up out of Timber Yarns, which is an Ontario-based hand dyer, sock dyer. The colorway is Ho Ho Ho. The heel is done in a colorway just called dark green. So yeah, I'll have these done. They're next up. I will be focusing all my efforts on. And I'm now on vacation, so I have all the time in the world to knit after I get all my chores done. All my obligation stuff. I didn't work on my swallowtail at all, so I'm not even showing it this time around. And seeing my mom finish up her super ancient whip is really making me want to dig out my partner's sweater that I had started 3 years ago. Yeah, I would really like to get that done for him soon. So I'll be picking that up. Those are my plans, I think.
What else are we planning? We are planning slippers.
Okay, so slippers are a necessity, we've determined, especially down in the basement here. I've been stealing my mom's moccasins because my feet have been so cold, because simple wool socks are just not cutting it. It's just way too cold, even with the little heater running. So slippers are in order. Yeah.
She's borrowing my moccasins that the cat grooms.
The cat loves the fur around the moccasins. He grooms them. It's cute. Yeah. So I think that's it for the knitting making content, right? Nothing
Yes.
else?
I was going to order. Do you want to talk about acquisitions and plans, or?
Oh yeah. Sure. You want me to talk about my acquisitions?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So I mentioned last time that Georgian Bay Fiber Co., which is a Sudbury-based hand dyer, was having a sale, and I had placed an order. So I ordered some more. If you don't know, that's the yarn that I'm using for my swallowtail. So I ordered some more Bayfield fingering in 2 colorways. So this is the balsam. It's just a beautiful kind of tealy green. A little bit brighter than I expected, but it's still lovely nonetheless. And
Very balsamy.
yeah, it is. So I got 2 of those and then 4 of these, which is called Maple. I thought it was McPhee Maple or something. Anyways, yeah, Maple. It's beautiful brown. So I'm thinking, I didn't really love those 2 together. So I think what I'm going to do is pair this one up with a neutral and do, minus the purple. Something like this, I think, would look nice in a colorwork sweater. I'm thinking maybe a Jennifer Steingass.
Or
She has so many
even
pretty
like a
patterns.
third. Just a hint of a
So
third.
you think like those
I like that.
maybe very woodsy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, not jumping into anything anytime soon. I have to finish my swallowtail first before I can cast this on. It's my rule. So that's it.
Oh, you're monogamous knitting now?
Not really, just trying to keep things manageable. So yeah, that's it for my acquisitions. And what about you?
I'm hoping to acquire the pattern from Fiber Tales for the big socks, with the Latvian braid.
Was it Lino?
Luna?
No. Those house socks that she has that have like a Latvian braid around the top. They're so cute.
They are.
Yeah.
And I'm also leaning towards her fingerless gloves.
Her new fingerless mitts pattern.
Yeah, I've seen people making them up. It looks really good.
Mm-hmm. And you can just, unlike some other fingerless mitts, like they're folded, right? So you can unfold them, and they'll cover the tips of your fingers if you need extra warmth. So they're nice.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make those too, actually. Yeah, lots of things. I want to make all the things.
And that's it. My next focus after this sweater would be your around the world, Mal.
Your beret.
My beret.
Can you find a Canadian
I
designer?
will make brioche with my beret.
Really?
We've been watching cooking shows.
Great Canadian baking show?
Whatever
it's called?
Yeah, it just makes you hungry.
I swear to God, that like I literally get up
You're
within
brutal.
5 minutes of watching the show. I just want to go eat more from the fridge after supper. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I'm the chief cook and bottle washer while I'm here. So I've been given orders as to what to cook for Nikki. While I'm here. So that COVID belly on me is just gonna get bigger and bigger. I'm telling you. Oh, but lots of fun.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. It's nice to share time together.
For sure.
Missing my husband, but that's okay. He's got other things to commit to. So
Yeah. Yeah.
and what else?
So we're all set for Christmas. Tree. We
Tree.
got a real tree. And
Wait, how many trees were in the lot when you went?
I was gonna tell that. So I went a little bit last minute, or I don't know, maybe people went really early this year. I don't know, but when I got there were only 4 trees left to choose from. Usually there's a dude there that will like trim the tree for you and, whatever. There was no dude. So I just had to get the tree and, load it myself. So I literally lined them all up and chose the smallest one. We have the world's smallest living room ever known to man. It's really tiny. We can barely fit a couch in there. So we have to go small. So I got the shortest tree I could find, and we brought it home and brought it into the house. Fits nicely in our little corner, and got it standing up, and the kids were happily decorating the tree. It fell on one of them. Twice.
And the other one ran.
I wish I had a video to show, because the tree literally was like coming down. I'm like, oh no, I'm jumping up from the couch as it's coming down on my stepdaughter, and my daughter, the younger one,
Lily, the brave one,
hightailing
wants
out
to
of
be
there.
a policewoman, but she ran from the tree.
She failed the test. Let her sister be crushed by the tree. Luckily, it was a small tree, and we were there to catch it. She didn't get hurt or anything like that. So we set it all back up, and it happened again on Abby again. Poor Abby. And then that was it. She didn't want to decorate the tree anymore. They gave up. So how did we end up getting the tree up?
We stuck a nail in the wall and tied a piece of yarn. Good thing we knit.
Hooray for yarn. Multi-purpose.
And tied it to the nail and attached it around the tree, and it's standing.
It has not fallen over since.
Nope. And all 5 cats have not tried to climb it.
No, none have tried to climb it. They've all taken turns kind of going under it.
And
it's
eating.
Hot.
A few of them nibble on it.
One eats it.
Yeah.
The other nibbles.
Oh, my other chore while I'm here is to give Kitty pedicures.
She's cutting all their claws for us.
It's not going so well.
How many claws have you gotten done?
I got 2 done on Sam, 9 done on Pete, and 8 done on Tom. I've got 2 cats that
19.
Still to go, and yeesh. Yeah. It's a long process, I guess.
You got 2 more weeks.
At least I'm not cleaning toilets, right? I mean, I clean litter boxes.
So you do. You clean the cat toilets. Thank you. It's great having her here.
Oh, it's like slave labor. They're not even paying me.
We are providing a roof over your head and entertainment.
True. Entertainment. Yes. Oh, I get to watch TV too.
Yep. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Any other plans?
No. Listen to more Christmas music, maybe?
I feel like the Christmas music has been lacking in the house.
Yes.
We need more Christmas music.
Yes.
Yeah.
I might get Lily out to shuffle again.
She taught my daughter how to shovel. We got a huge... So we've had almost no snow.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we just got a huge dump of it all at once. So, yeah.
25 centimeters or something?
It was a lot.
I don't know what that is in inches. Sorry.
Neither do I. But anyways, it was a lot of snow. So we at least we're having a white Christmas. I was worried. The weather's been weird. But yeah, so taught Lily how to shovel.
Yep.
She was pretty grumpy about it.
Oh, yes.
Super grumpy because she had to get out of her pajamas.
I'm evil grandma.
And go outside. She does not think of you as evil grandma at all.
I know.
She forgets after like 5 minutes, and then she had fun.
She had a great time. She was humming, and I was throwing snow at her. We had a little snowball fight, and it was good.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think next up we're going to do some Christmas baking, right? We haven't done that yet.
Nope.
We're getting close to Christmas here.
What's your favorite Christmas cookie?
My favorite is Nanaimo bars, I think. Yeah.
All Canadians know what Nanaimo bars are. They're a national treasure, probably.
So for those who aren't Canadian, do you want to explain what they are?
Why don't you?
Sure. So they're kind of like a triple layer. They're not really a cookie. They're a bar, yeah. So on the bottom, it's usually like, I don't like nuts, so I don't put nuts in mine, but some people put nuts and coconut and chocolate, kind of mushed up.
Graham cracker crumbs.
Is it graham? Oh yeah, graham cracker crumbs. That's
Butter.
part. And then you layer that with some icing, right?
Custard.
It's like a custard
Icing.
yellow icing, and then on top you melt chocolate. And we always use semi-sweet. I don't like the milk chocolate ones. I find them too sweet. So yeah, and I like mine really cold, like preferably frozen. Yeah. So, are we going to make those?
We are.
Possibly. Nobody else in the house likes them except for
Us.
Too bad. And I always make shortbread cookies every year.
Yeah,
so
that's
we'll be
my
making some
favorite.
of those. For the neighbors, we do that every year. They help us out. Sometimes they snow blow our driveway and stuff, or the end of our driveway. So we repay them with cookies. Yep. And what else are we making? Anything else?
Am I making? Apparently I'm making Eggs Benedict.
No, I meant for Christmas. Yes,
Oh.
yes, you are. We've requested Eggs Benedict.
What are we making for Christmas? We're having crab legs.
Yeah, so I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but our family's pescatarian, so we don't eat meat, but we do eat fish and seafood. So for Christmas this year, we'll be, instead of having turkey, we'll be having crab. It's a different take.
Yum. No, it's great.
Crab is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I think
We've
done
covered everything.
anything else?
You need to step up in the knitting game though, there, girl.
Some of us work full time, so I don't have as much knitting time. And I was not having as many conference calls this week, because usually I'd sit and knit vanilla things during conference calls, but I didn't have any calls because I was too busy working. So now that that's done, I have 2 whole weeks.
So what's that interesting thing you told me about when you were on that call with your friend about the baby bears?
Oh, yeah. So I guess because of the strange weather that we've been having, normally the bears would be hibernating, and I guess there's been more than a few sightings of little cubs running around. Cubs that are like small, like the size of cats. We're talking about black bears here. So yeah, I used to work for the Ministry of Natural Resources and Forestry, and so I had a call with them, some of my friends' coworkers from M&R, and they were telling me that they've been busy chasing cubs to round up and find homes for, because I don't know if it sounds like they're orphan cubs, so can't just leave them for the winter because they don't know how to hibernate on their own. They usually hibernate with their mother their first year, so they've been rounding them up, and there's a bear sanctuary where they overwinter baby bears. But one of them they found had porcupine quills in its
Aww.
face. Yeah, so they took it for surgery, so apparently he's doing okay.
Oh, that's good.
He was really little, really tiny.
Aww.
Cat size, like that's small.
That's little.
For a bear.
Well, have you seen some of Nikki's cats?
I may have, cats that are bigger than bears. They're overweight. But yeah, no, my cats don't make appearances anymore. Since I moved to the basement, they really, except for Sammy last time where he was totally disruptive.
Well, they're all over my black pants. Does that count?
Yeah. No. People would rather see the cat, I think. So yeah, that's an interesting story about bears and the weather that we've been experiencing. It's just bizarre.
I also wanted to take this opportunity just to say hello to my friends in Tonga in the South Pacific. They're going through a few cyclones at the moment, and I hope everyone's safe and sound and hanging in there and all boarded up, and please be safe. I'm thinking about you.
And we'd like to wish everyone who celebrates a very Merry Christmas, Joyeux Noël.
Joyeux Noël.
And happy holidays to those who don't celebrate Christmas. And we hope you find lots of warmth and joy this time of year. All right, we'll see you in the new year. Happy New Year.
Bye.